time, and we're ready to go with it. Boy, what a night. And I am here to tell you, everybody that is here in the Mid-South Coliseum in Memphis, Tennessee is ready for this action. It's not too often you have a situation where somebody puts it all on the line and says, do or die. That's the way it is with the King tonight. Curt Hennig facing a hometown crowd, which is nothing new for the world champion. You got to get out and get to the other folks' home grounds, and that's what Henning is doing tonight. It's not the first time he's been here. And many of the locals have developed a healthy disrespect for the world champion. Henning starts out with a little show of strength, pushing Lawler down to the deck. Fabulous Jackie Fargo saying, come on, guys, now let's have a good wrestling match. Fine one to talk. The rowdy balls that he was involved. And again, Henning pushes Lawler back down to the deck. Henning kind of a surprise with Kenny D working in his corner. Kenny D is a guy that took a payoff to nail Lawler in the eyes with powder. And Jackie figures that's everyday wrestling move, and Henning back with a right to the midsection, to the head. Lawler reverses it, goes downstairs, nails him with a right upstairs. Henning dumped down on the floor, over that top rope, bounced off the ring apron, and unceremoniously on the concrete floor. Fargo telling Kenny D to get back in the corner and don't be running out of it. Jackie said, no, I believe it was an open hand, Curt. Check with Henning's jaw, he'll tell you. Oh, Lawler rushed in to follow up with that right. Henning came flying out. Caught him with a punch clothesline. Dumps Lawler down on the deck. Kicking away at him. Fargo hollering, get out of the hair. Lawler stops Henning. 3 lefts. Referee does step in at that point. That just was to give Lawler running room, I guess. He backed up and raced over with that right hand. Oh, what was this? Kenny D reached out and grabbed Lawler's leg. Lawler throws Henning off and says, time. Uh-oh. We may have another little battle here. Lawler calling Kenny D up to the ring apron. Dumps him in. Pounds him one. There's the old atomic knee that the Fabulous One was so famous for. Tells him to get out of there and stay out. Fargo is telling, I believe, Kenny D to hit the road. Back to the dressing room. That's it.
It looks like Jackie Fargo is telling Kenny D to get out of here.
Get out of here. That's exactly what he's telling him. And Curt Hennig saying, what do you mean running my manager off? Well, this is the kind of referee. I know that it's not to Henning's choosing, but it's the kind of referee they needed. A no-nonsense guy who can back up what he had to say. The emotion so high in this instance. Jerry Lawler and Curt Hennig going for the world title. Hennig defending against the challenge of Lawler. Lawler standing with that right hand cocked and ready. 5 minutes into the action, and Curt Hennig with a standing side headlock, center of the ring. That's probably the closest we've had to straight out wrestling move. A lot of fist shaking and pounding, kicking and stomping. Hennig with an excellent base, widespread legs. About 54 minutes to go in the action, so plenty of time in this world title match. Lawler trying to shake it, and Hennig grabbed the hair. Look at Fargo counting. He evidently got Curt for using the hair once, and he didn't like the way he broke, so he broke him a couple of more times. Fargo steps in and reads a little riot act to Lawler. Fargo has, I think, done a very good job up to this point. Only at one point did he kind of do a little cheerleading for the King. Ooh, nice move. Curt Hennig whips around. Got that waist lock on Lawler. Lawler looking to see whether he could grab a leg. Nope, Hennig has got his legs spread outside Lawler, so that Lawler doesn't have any target to go for. Lawler with one giant step, may I. Whoa, nice. Nope, and look at Hennig, nice block. Champion showing his wares. Lawler again tried to hook a leg, no way. Once more, Lawler tried to take him over, but Hennig. Nice block and stuff. King back up on his feet again. The champion holds to that waist lock on him. Now Lawler's trying to muscle it out. Crowd starting to get into it. Go Jerry, go. With a fist and hit nothing. After the first 3 minutes of action, both of these guys have settled into more classic wrestling than they were the fist throwing. Part of it may be due to the fact that Fargo was right on top of it as referee. Let each one of them go so far and then call the halt to it. Standing side headlock with Hennig. Lawler contemplating, I'm sure. Not the best position for Curt. He's a little dead ahead, and Lawler has more opportunities. Might be able to go for a scoop here, crotch him and take him straight up.
50 minutes to wrestle. 10 pass, 50 to wrestle.
The 10-minute mark in the action with 50 minutes to wrestle. The world title and a career on the line. Lawler picks him up and drops him straight back. Kerry outside going up the turnbuckles to the top rope and misses as he came off. Henning follows it up, drops right in behind with a knee down. That hurts. Curt Hennig stomped him right in the midsection, picks the feet up again, rolls him over, looks like he may be going into, Boston Crab. Hennig with good height. Lawler is hollering tights. And it's true, Hennig did grab him to finally complete the rollover on him. Curt, good position. Not too many of the guys, but the real pros that use the Boston Crab. Takes a good combination of getting the legs right and sitting now where you can really put the pressure on the spine. Hennig now. Looked like he slipped the hand out on the rope. Maybe to get a little extra leverage. Lawler.
At the 12-minute mark into the action, Curt Hennig with a Boston Crab. Couldn't get the proper power, he thought. He grabbed a rope, and Jackie Fargo broke it real quick. The King, who was held in that Boston Crab for a considerable length of time by Curt Hennig. Now Hennig hops on as he straddles Lawler from behind, chin locks him, and pulls that head back up, bending him up. Hennig with about an 8-pound weight advantage. We are 12 and a half minutes into the action, and it has been a give-and-take match. Been a dandy, Dave, hasn't it?
Boy, it sure has. And Lawler got just what he wanted with a referee, too. Jackie Fargo calling it right down the middle. A couple of the calls have gone against the King. A couple of them have gone for the King. But Jackie is right there on top of the action. Something you like to see in a championship match like this. Well called on both sides of the ring.
Jackie Fargo leans in tight to be certain that there was no choking, and look at Hennig on the reversal right across the jawbone on Lawler. He is really bending it up. Lawler on the ropes. That is a break right there, but Jack has not moved in to break it up. Now he does. Lawler leans over the bottom rope, and referee Jackie Fargo trying to get him to break right now. They're coming out on the floor. Look out. As Curt Hennig with Lawler slams him into the ring post. And Lawler with the side of his head busted open where he hit that ring post. Blood running down out of his right eye. And Hennig follows it up with a foot to the head. Curt Hennig, the world heavyweight champion. The King. Not the first time he's had to battle with blood in his eyes, but boy, he is going against a premier one. As Curt Hennig knocks him off the ring apron, down onto the metal railing. Hennig clobbered him outside the ring and follows him to slam his head into the metal railing. Lawler bleeding from the side of the head. And referee Jackie Fargo saying, "Do you want me to stop it?" Lawler said, hold it, I'm not giving it up." Hennig pulls him up on the ring apron and headbutts him. right in that right eye. The King having a letdown 12 minutes into it, as Curt Hennig has really been taking advantage of him and getting rougher and rougher. He gouges his eye on the top turnbuckle. Hennig sensing what kind of competition he's got, pulling out all the stops, Davey.
Boy, he sure did. He ran him right into the ring post down here, cut him open, and he hasn't let up since. He is going after that right eye. Oh, be careful, Hennig. You're about to make him mad. Lawler standing there taking it. Hennig hits him again. Look out, the strap comes down.
Like I said earlier, Hennig has a point. Oh, you got it right, Raj. And when it boils down to it.
You know how proud I am. I'll get out of here. Thank you.
Okay, we're in the dressing room right now with the new world heavyweight champion, Jerry the King Lawler, who just won the world title from Curt Hennig. Now that some of the noise has died down and some of the well-wishers have died away, you're about ready to go to the shower, Jerry. It occurs to me that we've watched you from the front end, and it's been a 14-year quest for this world heavyweight title. It has been a dream and an obsession with you. Can you put it into words how it feels now to finally be the world champion?
Lance, it's something that I guess I've probably 1,000 times throughout those 14 years, I've thought about what I would say in this situation, what it would feel like to hear you, Lance Russell, call me the world heavyweight champion, and what I would feel like and what I would say, and now that it actually happens, and I'm sitting here with the world heavyweight championship belt in my hands. It's something I don't even know if I can put it into words, because it's like you know, it's like the realization of a dream. It's like a lifelong quest, climbing a mountain that you thought you'd never get to the top of, and then finally realizing, here I am on top of that mountain.
Jerry, I got to say that in times when you've had title shots, you've been 60 minutes with the great Jack Briscoe, and I could name bouts and bouts. There were times when it looked like you might have given up, but you never did. You never quit hoping for the championship.
Oh, no, I never quit hoping. And that's, you know, when you give up, Lance, it's all over. And they're old sayings, and they don't get to be old sayings unless they ring true. It's quitters never win, and winners never quit. And the thing that gives you that little extra bit of incentive to not quit, and you know, it may sound corny, but I don't care. It's the truth as far as I'm concerned, is the fans. We had, Lance, close to about 9,000 people out there tonight. And I'll be perfectly honest with you, there was a time, several times. First time, right after that pile driver, I thought it was over. Second time, when they busted my eye open early in the match, it messed up the vision in my right eye. I thought it was over then. But I knew deep down inside that if I quit, not only am I letting myself down, but I'm letting down all those 9,000 people, and many thousands of others that weren't able to be here tonight. I'm letting all of those people down. And those are the people, Lance, that make us, not just me, but any athlete. You're absolutely nothing. I don't care how big and how great you think you are. You're only as good as your fans. You're absolutely nothing without them. And there's no way that I've come this far and got that close that I was going to let them down tonight.
The world champion, Jerry Lawler.
Thank you, Lance. That sounds really, really good to hear you say that.
I'm here with Jerry the King Lawler in Memphis, Tennessee. And Jerry is the new AWA World Heavyweight Champion. And I tell you what, that was a great match when you just beat Curt Hennig.
Thank you, Missy. You know, it's been 14 years since I had my first shot at a World Heavyweight Championship. And I've tried to think over those years what I would say when I got this belt in my hand. And now that's actually happened, I'm almost speechless, because it just won't come into my head. It's like I've been climbing a mountain that I never thought I'd reach the top of, and all of a sudden I realize here I am at the top of the mountain. I really do have this belt in my hand. And I don't want to get cleaned up. I don't want to take a shower because I'm afraid if I put this belt up and I go in and take a shower, I'm afraid when I come out it might not be there. It's just, it's like the realization of a dream. And, you know, but I know that reality is going to set in really quickly because I'm going to have to start defending this title. And I know that there's a big tournament that I'm supposed to be involved in right down here in this area. But, you know, now the whole situation has changed because instead of me coming down there and trying to win that championship belt to get a shot at this one, I am the world heavyweight champion, and everybody's going to have to chase me. And I'm talking about Eddie Hot Stuff Gilbert. I'm talking about Curt Hennig. I'm talking about the entire wrestling world. You're going to have to come and get me. And like I said, it's been 14 years, a long, hard struggle to get this belt. And I can promise you, from the bottom of my heart, that I'm not going to give it up without just as big a struggle.
Well, thank you very much, and congratulations. Now, I'm going to be going over and seeing Curt Hennig, the loser.
And at the same night, Missy Hyatt also had the chance to talk to the loser of the bout. So once again, by means of videotape, we take you to Memphis, Tennessee with Missy Hyatt.
Now I'm over here with Curt Hennig, the former AWA World Heavyweight Champion. And you know, Curt, I saw the match because I was just there, and you had Jackie Fargo and Jerry Lawler. I mean, that was like 2 against 1.
Let me tell you something right now. I don't know how you people down here in the South run your business, but it was certainly a plot, a plan to eliminate me from the heavyweight championship of the world. And I'll tell you right now, I'm a very unpredictable man, and what lies in store in the very near future is going to be very unpredictable.
Well, you know, Curt, down here in the Continental area, we're having our CWF tournament, and the winner of the tournament gets to go against Jerry the King Lawler, and I'm sure you're going to be in it.
Let me tell you right now, the CWF tournament, the winner of that tournament is the #1 contender for Jerry Lawler's heavyweight championship belt, and it hurts me to say Jerry Lawler's heavyweight championship belt. And I don't care what kind of competition or what kind of people you bring it in. I'm going to tell you right now, and I'm going to tell you, Jerry Lawler, I will be there on the road to Birmingham, and I will be the man to win the CWF championship belt. And you and I, my friend, we will meet again.
Well, I'm sure you will, but what about, hey, Ustinov and all the other guys?
I don't care what kind of competition gets in this tournament. I'm the new boss of wrestling, and I will remain that way forever.
Well, there you heard it from Curt Hennig, and I tell you what, Jerry Lawler has got a great rematch.
Very special night. And now let's bring him in here live, the man with the belt, the King. Oh, boy. Well, you've had a little while to kind of live with it, and I bet this hasn't been out of your sight.
No, you're exactly right. Listen, I wanted to stop by here. I have got a flight at 12:15 today. I've got a flight to Las Vegas, and I'll be wrestling out there tonight and on ESPN, and probably be able to see that next week. But I just, you know, it would not have been right for me to leave today and not come by here.
Amen.
After coming here every week for 14 years. I didn't want to not be out here today because I want to be able to thank you, Lance, and you, Dave, and everybody that was down there, and all of the people that have seen me come out here every week for 14 years. And I just wanted to come by here today on my way out there and say thank you, everybody. And this is the fruits of all our labor over the past 14 years right here.
I love it. I got to tell you, it is not only your dream, but a lot of other people's dream, too, Jerry, come true.
Well, you know, Lance, I told you after the match that I thought I knew over those years what it would feel like to finally attain and finally have this belt around my waist, but I really didn't feel like it. Really didn't know what it would feel like. Now, after having it for a week, I know the feeling, and I know now why it has always been so hard to beat a world champion, to take this belt away from one of those guys. And now that I've got it, all I can do is tell you that it's going to be just as hard on anybody that comes after me to try to take this belt away, because once you get something like this, you don't ever want to let it go. And I just want to say this real quick. I want to let everybody know, as I said, I'm heading out for Las Vegas, and I'll be out there tonight. And I don't want to disappoint anybody. I don't want anybody to get mad if you hear that the King has been a little bit naughty, because from now on, I'm going to do whatever it takes to hold on to this belt for everybody right here in this area,
Okay?
I think that meets with everybody's approval. It's been too hard a fight to let it go any other way.
You got that right, Lance. I'm running real late. I'm going to take off. I've got a big match coming up this week, and I've got an interview that I made a little bit earlier, if you can tell everybody about that. And I just wanted to stop by and say thank you, everybody. Okay?
Congratulations, and keep on keeping it on.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
A great match with thousands of happy fans as the King became the new World Heavyweight Champion. It might surprise you to know that one of Lawler's bitterest opponents was one of the happiest guys in the arena, Bill Superstar Dundee. Billy?
Thank you, Lancer. You know, there was 10,000 people, maybe more out there. When the referee went 1, 2, 3, there was 10,001 jumped up and cheered. Lancer, you was there, and I was standing at the back, and I watched. And I just want to tell you something, Jerry Lawler, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Out of all the folks that was there, maybe the only person that was in the building that was happier than me that you won was you, brother. Now, you know, how can I put this to you? Now, I know you, some people will be saying, oh, there's a motive at the back of that. No, sir, there ain't. It's just mutual respect. And let me put it this way to you. Lancer, down through history, when you went back to the Roman Empire, the rise and fall of that, the British Empire, there's always been armies, and there's always been fights, but there was always great generals. And I'm sure once the battle was over, the generals had to have an awful lot of respect for one another, and I think that's what it is with me and Jerry Lawler. I think it's, what would you call it, just mutual respect, brother. Now, just let me tell you something, Lancer. Out of all the fights that we've had, the little superstar has come out on top in most of them. Oh, I'm not bragging. I'm sure one of a lot of you watching this, you're just going to... No, don't walk away, Jerry. If you're watching this, just listen to what I got to say to you, brother. There's a couple of dates in everybody's life. I'm sure Lancers and all Americans remember where he was the day JFK got shot. They remember where they were when Elvis Presley died. And there's another one in the back of the superstar mind. It was a phone call. It happened about 2 or 3 years ago, Lance, and I was going to wrestle Nick Bockwinkel. And the phone rung one day, and I picked it up, and I said hello. And on the other end of it was you, Kingfish. And you said, superstar, you're running hot. You may just beat Nick Bockwinkel for the AWA world title. And if you do, promise me I'll get the first shot. Well, it's obviously he remembered it, Lance, because I get the first shot at you, Kingfish. So, see what I'm talking about, brother? All down through history, there's things that you remember and things that come and go. Well, you remember the date, because I got the first shot. You're a man of your word, Lawler, and I can't ask no more than that. And that happened 3 years ago, Lance Russell. So all I can tell you is, Jerry, walk the aisle and bring the gold to the belt, and bring the belt to the ring. But I can tell you this, brother, whatever it takes for the little Aussie to win it, I'm going to do it. And I have respect and whatever else you want to call it, I got it all for you, Kingfish, because you're one of the best, and you've just proved it to the world. But the thing that's in the back of my mind, Lancer, we'll have 60 minutes to prove to the world who the best is between you and me. Jerry the King Lawler, Bill Superstar Dundee. It's the same song, just a different tune, and the tune is World Championship. You got the belt, and I won it.
Bill, this is a situation that I think is incredible. You guys have had some of the greatest bouts in history. You're going into this very confident. This week, you will be wrestling Lawler for the first time as the World Heavyweight Champion, and yet you still have great confidence about the match.
Oh, I sure do, because now, Kingfish, just think of this. When Henning came down to your backyard, all the pressure was on Henning. Now all the pressure's on you. When you walk to the ring, the champion, Lance, and you and I have done it a bunch of times, Jerry Lawler, as single champions and tag champions, you know how the pressure is. Well, the pressure's on you, Jerry, and I just hope next time we wrestle, it'll be on me, because I plan on beating you. Thank you.
The superstar Bill Dundee. What a battle that is going to be. Some of the great single matches in history have come between Lawler and Dundee, and now the World Heavyweight title will be thrown in as an added incentive. You don't want to miss that this week. Okay, we're going to be back into the action here in just a moment. I got to tell you, Wednesday night, we got some kind of action coming up in the Evansville Coliseum. We're talking about a title defense by the new king of championship wrestling. Jerry Lawler, the world title holder, will be defending against a guy that he's been against a number of times, but never before as world champion, Bill Superstar Dundee. That's right. Lawler against Dundee with a world title at stake. Robert Fuller will be going against Jeff Jarrett in a grudge match. Curt Hennig, the former champ, will be facing Scott Steiner. Tommy Doug Gilbert and Gary Young will be going against Billy Travis, Mark Starr, and Tom Brandy. And those are the final 4 matches. There will be 3 other matches in all. Let me tell you, Wednesday night, the action with something. 7 matches with a world heavyweight title match taking place in the Evansville Coliseum. Make it a point. Get a friend. Come on out and be there. Ladies and gentlemen, the world heavyweight champion, Jerry the King Lawler. Oh, boy.
Boy, I'll tell you, Lance,
It's been a long, long time coming, and you don't know, and the fans don't know how good it feels to hear you introduce me that way, because it's something that I've dreamed about ever since the very first day I stepped in a wrestling ring, pulled on a pair of tights, and even dreamed or thought about being a professional wrestler. This has been the ultimate goal, as it is for every wrestler, and to finally attain that and to finally reach it. I'm sure you know there are a lot of people out there that have set some lofty goals, and you know how it feels when you reach those goals, and it's a feeling that I really can't describe. I just hope that some of the fans out there are as happy as I am about it, because what this is doing, Lance, is it's focusing the eyes of the entire wrestling world on this area. You know, we have never had a world champion from this area. We've had a lot of title contenders, and we've had a lot of shots at the world championship, but it's always eluded our grasp down here. But now that we can't say that any longer, the world championship is here in this area, and what I want to do with this championship, naturally, I'm not going to duck anybody. I want to be a fighting champion, and I want to be a champion that the fans and the AWA can be proud of. And by doing this, I'm not saying that I won't travel all over the world to defend this belt, but by the same token, what I also want to do is I want to try to stay, for a while at least, as close as I can to home, right here in the Louisville area, the Tennessee area, right here in the Mid-South, and let some of the top wrestlers in the world, some of the top contenders, come here to try to take the title away from me. And that way, I think the fans are winners too, because that way they're going to get to see some of the top wrestlers, not from just this area, but from all over the world, come right here into this area.
Well, there's no rest, as you well know, Jerry. Bill Dundee told us a little earlier about an incident that took place 3 years ago when he was about to wrestle Nick Bockwinkel, and you called him on the phone and said, "Hey, Bill, I want to promise that you will give me the first shot if you win that title from Nick Bockwinkel." And you guys made a mutual pact as to giving each other the first shot.
Well, I understand that that's what Bill has said. That Bill has you know, I'm not going to say this didn't happen, but to be perfectly honest with you, Lance, and with the fans, I don't recall it. I don't remember it. And I wouldn't lie about it. If I did remember it, I'd be the first to say that it happened. But I don't recall that happening, but surely Bill wouldn't lie about this situation. But the match is signed. It is going to take place. And I can't think of a more fitting first opponent, because down throughout the years, everybody knows that the fights that Bill Dundee and I have been in, sometimes with each other,
as the world tag team champions,
sometimes as partners, that's right. But you can always count on Bill Dundee to do one thing, and that's give 110% and to try to win every match he's in, and Bill knows he can expect the same thing from me. So I can assure you the first world title defense is going to be a good one. You won't want to miss it.
yes, well, the belt is up for stakes. The World Heavyweight Championship. Up for grabs tonight. The current holder, Jerry the King Lawler. Dutch Mantell, you can bet he's going to give it everything he's got to win this match. Mantell wants a PA mic to say another word or two. I might remind everybody's name is Dirty Dutch Mantell, is asking the referee to make a second check of the World Heavyweight Champion because he understands he carries chains, he throws fire, and all of that. And the referee says enough of this conversation. Let us get this underway. There's still some conversation going on. The bell has sounded, and Dutch Mantell is back out again. Dutch again. He made... I didn't catch what he said about Lawler. He said something about searching one more time, but I didn't. There was something else that he added. Oh, he said, I have peace of mind, and so would all the people that's rooting for me in the arena tonight.
Look at Lawler. Lawler saying, are you satisfied? Now, wait a minute. I want to see the other tights, Dutch says. Lawler says that is all the searching that you're going to get, Mantell. Boy, we're getting a little fire started here before we've even gotten the action underway, Roger.
We've seen these guys go at it before, and you can bet you're in store for one battle. It's going to be a good one.
Now Dutch is pulling off. He has on what would be most appropriate in the Himalayan mountains among the goat herders up there, I believe. These furry boots that he has on, he pulled them off, turned them upside down, showed there was nothing in it, and now the action starts. They tie it up, center of the ring. Mantell pushes Lawler right back to the corner with a hard shove. We talked about this when this match was announced on television, and Lawler's a little resentful that Mantell keeps reminding people of it, but it's understandable. Dirty Dutch wrestled Jerry Lawler in Memphis, Tennessee, Cook Convention Center for the AWA Southern Heavyweight title, and he beat Jerry Lawler for that title, took it away from him, and boy, he has never let Lawler forget that. As a matter of fact, that's one of the reasons the championship committee approved the challenge by Mantell. Mantell figures that he's got Lawler's number.
Tell you what, he's a tough son of a gun.
You're right there.
And Lawler is aware of his wrestling ability. I'm going to guarantee that, too. Now they tie up in the middle of the ring again. Dutch standing side headlock. Lawler throws Dutch into the ring, but he reverses it. Hip toss. Over goes Lawler on his back. Good move by the Dutch.
We're going to have to break away here. Don't you go away, though. We got the conclusion of the Lawler Dirty Dutch Mantell match, and be back in a moment. The Dutchman said in an interview prior to this match, Roger, he is well aware of Lawler's tendency to be a slow starter. He figures that he'll jump Lawler early and maybe get him in a position where he'll never have a chance to get started. As
as Dutch thus far has been very active. Ooh, Lawler leaps down, goes for a single leg dive, but Dutch is long gone. Dutch has always been a quick one. Dirty Dutch Mantell wrestles out of Oil Trough, Texas. Strange individual in the fact that he is just that, an individual. He has very few friends who are close friends, none in the wrestling business. He will either give you great wrestling action or he'll be so dirty you'll wonder why they don't put him in jail. Tough. You called it right, Raj. He is a tough son of a gun.
Wouldn't it be an interesting situation to see the Dutchman and Manny Fernandez as a team tag partner?
I wouldn't want to be their opponents, I can tell you that.
Dirty Dutch got Lawler in the corner now. Referee Erich calling for a break, and we do have a clean break. I don't know how many of those we'll see tonight, but we've seen one anyway. Now, Dutch Mantell pacing the ring. Those boots he's wearing got to be 5 pounds or heavier. They're furry and big. Mantell pushes Lawler back in the corner again. Referee calling for a break. He does so. Slaps Lawler. Lawler going after him, but the referee Jerry Calhoun grabbed the arm of Lawler. That's a little strategy by Dutch Mantell. That's exactly what he's going to do. He's going to try to lure Lawler into a mistake and get him early.
Lawler went roaring out of that corner with his right gun cocked, and he was going to take Mantell's head off, and the referee grabbed him by the arm, and now he's telling the referee steps in as Dutch was trying to bait Lawler into taking a swing at him. Oh, boy, he slapped Lawler hard. Lawler across the ring right at him, and the referee again grabs Lawler's arm, prevents him from tagging the Dutchman. The battle is joined.
55 to wrestle. 5 down, 55 to go.
I tell you, now we know we've seen Lawler punch a referee or two. Now, if Lawler's disqualified, the belt's not going to be exchanged in. So, you know, you could Lawler's going to take so much off of Dutch Mantell or referee or anybody else. Then look out.
Sneaked in, got him with a fist. Referee blocked the right, but Lawler hooked him with a left.
And boy, he hooked him good, too. Put Mantell on the mat. Now Mantell going after Lawler. He's reversed it on Mantell. Lawler bouncing around the ring in a boxing-type maneuver.
It's starting to steam up now. I love it. I'm telling you. The King, Dirty Dutch Mantell. We're 6.5 minutes into the action. The Dutchman grabs the arm of Lawler, turns it over, slaps him in the back of the head about 3 times, and Lawler nails him with a right. Puts Dutch down on the deck. Started back in. Dutch covered up, and the referee got there in time to prevent Lawler from unloading with that right. Dutch a little wobbly as he gets up this time, Roger.
I'll tell you what, you'd be wobbly, too, if you took some punishment that Jerry Lawler's capable of dishing out. Now Dutch was going to move in on Lawler, but he saw a doubled-up fist and stopped. Now they tie up. Mantell pushes Lawler into the ropes. Referee calling for a break. Boy. Now, Mantell using Lawler as a punching bag with those elbows.
Dutch, with that short snap clothesline, he is the one who is best known for that. What he does is get a guy on a rope. He'll start into a whip, but he doesn't let him get 2 steps, and he'll nail him with a swinging broad arm, which in effect comes out as a clothesline. It's a little short snap clothesline, and Mantell is lethal with it.
Fist right at the shoulder. Now he's got an arm bar, and what he's doing is applying the pressure downward right on the back of Lawler. He's got a fist, not the fist, but the hand right on the top shoulder, and pressing down on Jerry Calhoun, the referee, asking Lawler if he wants to give it up. Not that easy. Lawler. Big punish now by the Dirty Dutchman. Now Dutch Mantell changes strategy, moves around. Still got the arm bar. Lawler got the right fist doubled up. He's ready for it. Referee Jerry Calhoun warning him about it.
Crowd saying, let it loose. Let him have it.
Dutch does first with a right. There's that clothesline. Oh, that's brutal. A second time. Boy, he grabs Lawler and he goes about 2 steps and bam with a clothesline. Again. It's so quick and so brutal. I mean, it's got to jar you. Now Lawler tries it and misses. Dutch Mantell comes back, gets a clothesline on Lawler for the cover. Count of 1, count of 2. Boy, got close. Jerry Calhoun had that hand raised for the count of 3, but Lawler kicked himself out of it. Now, I can't see from this vantage point what Dutch is doing, but Lawler's down on his face. Dutch Mantell on top. I don't know if he's got him by the arm or what.
It almost looks like he has him in a hammerlock and leaning up on it, but I'm with you, Raj. I can't tell exactly what yeah, that's what it is. Just saw him. He leaned up far enough in. Lawler's arm is in a hammerlock, and Dutch putting the pressure on it. Lawler up on his knees, trying to get out of it. This action being brought to you in part by Southland Chrysler, over Freight, and Answer. For the World Heavyweight title, Jerry Lawler and Dutch Mantell.
Now Lawler trying to get out of it. Dutch Mantell now on his feet. Still got that hammerlock on Jerry the King Lawler. The AWA Heavyweight Championship at stake in this match. Lawler comes to his feet. Dutch Mantell hanging on to that hammer. Now Lawler drills him with an elbow right to another one. Good move by Lawler. There's a third. That breaks it. Boy, Dutch comes right back with a big right to the forehead of the King, and down goes Jerry Lawler.
This son of a gun's getting mean, Raj. There goes Lawler sailing through the ropes and out of the ring. Mantell pitched him down on the concrete.
Now Mantell hops over the top rope, down on the concrete floor. Stalking Lawler. Double fist right to the back of the King. Mantell picks Lawler up by the hair, slams him right into that steel wall, and over it goes right on his back. Boy, I can feel the vibration over here.
Dutch dumped him on the concrete very hard. He's trying to take the steel fence apart, but it's hooked in such a way it is not easy. He leaps over the fence, kicks Lawler in the head a second time, a third time, and the referee trying to get him back in the ring. Dutch taking him out in the audience, slams Lawler in the first row of seats. And the Dutchman really pulling it all out right now. And all the bars are down. Let it out as Lawler bounces Mantell's head off the ring apron, pulls the Dutchman inside the ring, nails him with a right hand, snaps the strap down. Look out, Katie bar the door. Big right from Lawler again. Dutch still on his feet. Caught with a clothesline. Lawler ran through him with that clothesline and Dutch down.
Oh, the crowd loving it. Lawler drills Dutch Mantell with another right. Got him over in the corner. The crowd saying, yeah, give it to him. Lawler does just that with a series of 4. Boy, one after the other. That's 7.
Lawler being pulled back off of Mantell by the referee. Dutch Mantell rushed out of the corner and hit Lawler, and Lawler went down backward right on top of referee Jerry Calhoun, who has hurt his leg. Mantell drops on Lawler but misses.
as Lawler rolled out of the way, and the referee still with his leg hurt. Mantell goes into his wrestling attire, pulls a chain out. And as Dutch started to swing he nailed Dutch Mantell with his right with that chain. The referee counts 1, 2, 3, and Lawler has successfully defended his world heavyweight belt against Dutch Mantell in 15 minutes, 20 seconds.
Oh, boy, what a match indeed.
I want to take this opportunity to introduce myself to all the fans throughout the world-class area who may not be real familiar with my face. I am Jerry the King Lawler, and I am currently, as of May 9th, 1988, the AWA World Heavyweight Champion. Now take a good look at this belt, because I am going to be bringing it to the world-class area to take on all comers. But I do have one particular challenge in mind that his name was first on the list. First telegram that I picked up once I won this belt happened to be from Iceman Parsons. Now, Iceman, I've seen guys like you before, but I always had to pay admission. Now, I'm not going to come out here and say anything nice about you, because to be perfectly honest with you, Iceman Parsons, I don't have any respect for you. I don't have any respect for a man like you who has turned his back on his friends, who's stabbed him in the back and then tried to have him arrested for carrying a concealed weapon. You're a lowlife, Iceman Parsons. And I know that you're the kind of jerk that will do absolutely anything to win a world title like this. So don't underestimate me, brother, because I'm not going to underestimate you. I'm coming to Texas knowing full well what to expect out of you, Parsons. Now, all I've been hearing from the fans in this area is that you need an attitude adjustment, that you might be an all-right guy if you could just see the light. Well, that's why I'm coming. I'm going to show you the light. I'm going to hit you so many times with this right hand that you're going to beg me to use the left, and I'm going to show you and all of the fans there why I am the World Heavyweight Champion. And if you got any thoughts in that feeble little mind of yours of ever wearing this belt, you can think again, Iceman, because I'm going to do a number on you. When I get through with you, your own mama ain't going to recognize you. I'm not coming to wrestle. I'm coming to hurt you. I'm not coming just to defend the title. I'm coming to beat you, Iceman Parsons. So be ready, because you're going to taste the king. And right now, I just happen to have my little Wurlitzer right here, and I want to give you a little preview of what you can expect from the king of wrestling. Take a look, Iceman.
Such an unusual situation that a Memphis business, Covington Pike Toyota, the world's largest Toyota dealer, is going to be guaranteeing to the public that you have so much confidence in a hometown champion in Memphis that you're going to be guaranteeing that if Lawler loses, you'll return all the money to the people. That's an amazing thing.
That's right, Lance. We've got a lot of faith in Jerry. We've been associated with him a long time. We're confident that he'll win and keep the belt.
You gotta be.
If he doesn't, it'll be a great night of entertainment on the house.
On the house. That is something in there. Jerry made the comment to me, Kent, when Curt Hennig coming out here. He is not supposed to be in town until tomorrow, the day before.
First of all, who does this goof there think he is, coming out here telling he's going to get $50,000 back? Let me tell you something. You take them little shoe boxes with wheels, them little Toyotas, and drive them out of here. And if I see you driving down the road, I'll run right over you, punk. You got it?
You don't have to come out here and be nasty and start all that kind of stuff.
Lance, I'm going to tell you, there's not a doubt in my mind, or Covington Pike Toyota's mind, that Jerry will retain the crown. There's no way.
All right, that's not just about...
Hey, come on. Hey, come on. All right, Curt. You're acting like a hoodlum now. Come on, quit it. Curt!
Curt, get off of here.
Out of here.
Come on, Curt.
What are you in? What's the matter with you?
You think I'm out here playing around? You people out here don't know anything.
You don't come out here insulting and jumping on somebody like that.
This has gone too far. Jerry Lawler, who do you think you are? You're running around saying you're the heavyweight champion of the world. You've got your picture in every paper and every magazine there is. I'm sick and tired. I've been sitting back in Minnesota, and all the talk shows and everything is about Jerry Lawler. Well, let me tell you right now. Why don't you come out here right now, Jerry Lawler? I'm standing in your backyard. And you and I'll tell you what I'll do. I will cripple you so bad that they'll have to hand me that belt back on a silver platter.
Why don't you just get out of here? Now, nobody asked you to come to this television show. You come out here and jump on a perfect gentleman that's standing
in. Perfect gentleman? What kind of bozo is he anyways? That guy doesn't have anything to do in my business. Let me tell you something, Lawler. I'm calling you out right now. I'll tell you what, if he doesn't come out here right now, I might just tear this whole damn studio apart.
All right, now don't get into that. You got a match coming up. It's 2 days away. You don't have to have that kind of an attitude about it. Now, you've made your point. You're a big, tough guy.
You don't understand. You people think I'm clowning around. I'm not. I'm going to start with that.
Hey, listen, now, come on, Curt. Just get it out. Will you quit it? Put the bell down.
Get out here now. This studio is going down.
No.
Come on, Lawler.
No. Now, what in the world? Are you insane? Are you afraid of something?
Am I afraid of nothing, boy?
Oh, well. Come on, Lawler. Boy, you certainly have the decorum and the attitude of a champion. Look at it, coming in here, tearing up. Sure, you can do that.
I'm waiting for you, Lawler. What do you want me to go with next? I'm calling you out, Jerry Lawler. I'm calling you out, and I'm standing right in your own backyard. I'm waiting.
Well, why don't you wait 2 more days until the world title match is scheduled? You don't have to come in and start tearing our stuff up. That is an absolute disgrace. Oh, you want it on your record. You came in here and tore some stuff up. Is that it?
People don't understand. I'm a very unpredictable man.
I know that. All right, Curt. Now, come on. Enough's enough. This guy. What, are you crazy or something? I thought you had at least some sense. All right.
Man has got something that belongs to me, and it's a heavyweight championship belt. You're the poorest excuse I've ever seen for a champion, and I've come for what's rightfully mine, and that's the heavyweight championship. Yeah. Who do you want me to start with some cameras?
Well, wait a minute. Why don't you just get out of it? You wait till Lawler gets a hold of you and take care of him. You don't have to get in here and start doing this kind of stuff.
Oh, you seem like you're a real good friend of his, though.
Well, certainly. I've known Lawler a long time, and I've been a friend of his. Now, all right, Curt, now, come on. Just take it on out of here. You've already torn up our
Let's see just how good a friend you are of his.
Come on now.
I'll tell you what.
Hey,
Quiet.
I'm telling you one thing.
I am going to give you the count of 10, and if Jerry Lawler doesn't come out here, you're going to be wearing your nose on the other side of your face.
I'll tell you what you better do. You better be married to a lawyer because you do. All right, Curt, now don't start that stuff. Let me go. Come on.
5.
Let me get out.
6. 7. You don't run around here. Come on, get it.
Oh, big deal.
I'm trying to tell you, I'm the greatest wrestler in the world. You come in here and try to rip me out. You're absolutely nothing. You're nothing. You're absolutely nothing. And I'm going to keep that what is mine.
You come out and take it over with 2 guys, man. Yeah, that's fine. It takes plenty any of you to get out there and do something like that. Boy.
Back here with Jerry Lawler, obviously are concerned about the condition.
Let me just say this to Curt Hennig. Let me tell you something, punk. You thought you did me in. Well, it's going to take a lot more of a man than you are to finish me off. You just started the job, but you didn't finish it. Now, it's true. I couldn't wrestle you right now. I can't even stand up right now. But luckily, I got a few days to recuperate before I get in the ring with you. And I promise you, and I promise all the fans, that I will be in the ring with you, Curt Hennig. And I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to come there not just to defend the title, not just to try to keep from getting beat, but I'm going to come there to hurt you like you tried to hurt me right here today. So, Curt Hennig, I'm making you a promise, punk. You're not a champion. You're nothing but a low-life, stinking, slimy scum of the earth. And when I get you in the ring, I'm going to hurt you. I promise you that. I'm going to hurt you, and I'm going to hurt you bad. So be ready.
Yeah, his actions were the actions of a frightened guy. Somebody who wanted to try to put you where you couldn't defend it and he could win it by default.
That's right, Lance. What it is, he's scared to death. Well, you're going to be close to death when I get you in that ring. Real close. You thought I was going to hand you this belt on a silver platter? Well, I'm going to hand you your head on a platter.
Beginning his career, through all his battles, all the many wars, all but one title was his, the World Heavyweight Championship. Now, facing the stipulation of retirement, he would journey to the ring to face yet his greatest challenge. Jerry Lawler, the King, the Challenger. Curt Hennig, the reigning AWA World Champion. And special referee, the legendary Jackie Fargo. Now, the most talked about championship match is the most exciting video cassette ever. The Battle for the Belt. It's all here. The interviews, the entrances, the main event, and the press conference that followed. 60 minutes of true Memphis Madden for all the world to see. The crowning of a new world champion. And what an unbelievable TV offer. If you act now, you'll receive free with your cassette a copy of this 20-page edition of the Warrior Report. The same one sold at the Coliseum that night. It's loaded with action photos and an exclusive interview with the King himself. Plus, as an added bonus, you'll also receive this magnificent full-color poster of the King at no extra charge. Order now. To order by credit card, call 1-800-321-4100. If ordering by mail, send $29.95 plus $3 shipping to Road to the Championship Video. P.O. Box 3020, Cherry Hill, New Jersey, 08034. Sorry, no CODs or betas. Allow 4 weeks for delivery.
Bird. All right, wrestling fans, Broadway Danny Wolf here. Just want to remind all you that on Thursday night, July 21st at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 5:30 Pacific, we'll run a Jerry Lawler special. You'll see the King wrestling the likes of Hulk Hogan, Ric Flair, Randy Savage, Bam Bam Bigelow, and some of the other greatest names in professional wrestling. That's Thursday night, July 21st at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. That'll be 2 hours worth. Tonight, our score match of the week will pit the King, Jerry Lawler, the AWA World Heavyweight Champion, against Kerry Von Erich, the modern-day warrior, the world-class heavyweight champion. Let's go up to the ring for all the action. Von Erich and Lawler. Whoa! And drops the elbow right on Von Erich. The crowd getting into it. Oh! Whoa! All right. Fight! That's right. Boy, they're both losing their tempers at once, and the crowd is getting into it. Boy!
Saying if he doesn't quit doubling the fist up, I'm going to hit him in the mouth. Lawler says you dropped on me with the point of the elbow. No excuse in that. And you're right, the tempers are getting ready a little short. And here is Jerry Calhoun doing a good job keeping them thus far under control.
Doing a very good job. Lawler going to bring him off the ropes. Sunset flip. No, couldn't quite get it. Von Erich slipping out at the last second. Calhoun's telling Lawler, wait.
Look at Von Erich. Wiping his brow and throwing the sweat at Lawler, saying, is that your best you got? And boy, it's steaming. It is really starting to steam, Danny.
It sure is. Both eyeing each other a little differently now than they did when the match first started. And it's already getting a little bit out of hand here. Jerry Calhoun will repeatedly warning him, do not use the fists.
Calhoun was telling Lawler, you got to watch the fists, and Lawler is absolutely denying he hit him. Now, I got to tell you, I thought I saw Jerry shoot a left jab that missed on him, but Von Erich goes in behind Lawler, going for a sleeper. He's using all the things that a big man can do. He has great leverage.
He sure does. Lawler trying to get over to the ropes. That way Calhoun will tell Von Erich to release the hold. Lawler down on his knees. Boy, Von Erich's got a hold on him right now. Oh, that leverage on Lawler's back.
Listen to this crowd. They're hollering for the king. Come out of it. Come out of it. Kerry, Von Erich still holding on. Lawler still alive. No question about that. Von Erich is going to find a hard problem getting Lawler into a submission on this. So much at stake. Title against title.
That's right. And Lawler to his feet now. Crowd definitely giving him that motivation. Gives Von Erich an elbow. A second elbow. A third. And now Von Erich's released his sleeper. Lawler going to give him an Irish whip. Lawler into the corner. And another sleeper. Another sleeper. Seems that Lawler might be able to get over to the ropes here.
Kerry to King Lawler down on his knees. Kerry Von Erich trying to put him away and walk out of here with not only the world-class world heavyweight title, but with the AWA heavyweight title. Back on his feet, Lawler again. Trying to psych himself into fighting out. He goes and slams Von Erich's head into the top turnbuckle.
It could be a big swing in the momentum right now. Von Erich applying the boot to Lawler. He's going to whip him off the rope. No, Lawler reverses it. And he gets Von Erich in a sleeper. Right in the middle of the ring. Von Erich very close to the ropes. He's got onto the ropes. Lawler pulls him back into the middle of the ring. I'll tell you, Lawler's got that cinched in real good right now. Just about in the middle of the ring. Jerry Calhoun has not checked Von Erich yet. This is a submission move.
13 minutes past. 13 past. 47 to wrestle. 13 past. 47 to wrestle.
I don't know. Calhoun has not asked Von Erich, though, if he's submitted yet. I'm very doubtful, obviously.
Look at this.
Submit.
Lawler goes for a pin. And look at Von Erich. The powerful arms and shoulders of Von Erich. He threw Lawler straight off. Von Erich is staggering. Grabs Lawler by the hair. Lawler, I believe, shot at the midsection. Von Erich picks him up, slams him right back into the turnbuckles above us. Lawler fights off with a front face lock. And he is putting the power on that front face lock on him. Has that arm right down the side of the neck by the carotid artery.
Good wear down move right now. Von Erich to his feet, though. And he lifts Lawler up. Again, he's going to push him into the corner. He does. But again, Lawler keeps Von Erich back down again. Obviously, Lance, he's trying to wear Von Erich down, and that could work to his advantage if this match might go another half hour or 40 minutes.
Well, we mentioned earlier, one of the things Lawler is so well known for is that second effort, that stamina that he has. He looks like 1, 2 on Von Erich, but the left shoulder comes up. He clears it and breaks the count. Lawler trying to force that huge arm back down to get the shoulder in position. He's on top of Von Erich. Now 1, now 2, and again he's up with the left arm. Whoa! I don't know. If he didn't get him then, I don't believe he's going to be able to get him that way, and I think he decided the same thing, Danny.
Yeah, Lawler, very smart ring veteran here. I'll tell you, he's locked up here almost the entire match. Suplexes Lawler now, but Lawler still has the hold on him. Incredible. I'll tell you, Lance, this match so far has been incredible. game of this if you can call either one of these guys an underdog either.
That's true.
15 minutes past 45 to wrestle. 15 past 45 to wrestle.
Boy, what a match. Nip and tuck all the way here, Lance.
I'll tell you one thing. We've had a lot of exciting FNN score feature matches, but this is just as good a match as we've seen in a year's time. I'll tell you that for a fact.
Oh, by far the best. Title versus title. Where else are you going to see that? Right now, Lawler misses with the elbow. No! Both going for a flying body press, and they both knocked into each other, and now there's a 10 count, and it's who's going to get up first. Calhoun with a 3 count. 4. The crowd all looking back here. Someone is coming in. That's a great Senshi! And Golden and Fuller.
Oh, no, they ruined a great match. 16 minutes, 11 seconds. We stopped the watch. Look at Kerry Von Erich. He's up swinging away at Golden. Fuller. Senshi goes after Lawler. Golden out of the ring. Kerry Von Erich kicks Senshi back in the head. Fuller out of the ring. Senshi still going after Lawler. Now Golden and Fuller back in again. They ruined a great wrestling match. As the referee has sounded the bell. Now, Jerry Calhoun calling for more help as they've got 3 on 2. Here comes Jeff Jarrett with a board. Jeff Jarrett swinging that board around, cleared the house. Lawler down on the floor where it had been hammered there by Golden, Fuller, and Senshi. Kerry Von Erich all the way on the other side of the ring. We're going to have to see whether he is stopping it, calling it no contest, or whether he is going to give a disqualification.
Well, those decisions should come up now.
As we are waiting. Von Erich wants a mic. I don't know what. Kerry Von Erich, Jerry Lawler tied up in a great match when it was messed up. Wait a minute. Let's see what Von Erich's saying.
I'll tell you this. We got a problem here. You got 2 men that won one world title. Well, I'm not leaving this ring until this guy gets out and finishes.
Whoa! Did you hear Von Erich? Von Erich said, I'm not leaving the ring till he gets up and finishes it. Talking about Lawler, he said we have a problem. 2 guys, and 1 guy wants the titles, and that's it. He said, I'm not leaving. Wait a minute, Lawler's got the microphone now.
The referee says we stop the match. But if he's willing to tell this man right down here to ring the bell and start it again, then I'm willing to.
Oh, yeah. Lawler said if he'll tell the timekeeper to ring the bell, I'm willing to go, buddy. They're restarting it, Danny. A rare situation. Lawler won. Whoa, Von Erich almost had him.
Boy, Lawler did not like that. Boy, did that just fire Lawler up. That might have been the worst thing Von Erich could have done, is try to cradle him up like that while Lawler wasn't ready.
Well, the bell rang, and he slipped in behind Lawler, rolled him up, and man, he has got Lawler steaming now. Lawler blocks the right hand, nails Von Erich with a fist. Forget it. All the rules go out now.
You got that right, Lance. Boy, I've never seen Lawler so fired up after all the disturbances with Fuller with his usual interference. And remember, they all beat on Lawler and Von Erich, so something extra was taken out of these guys, but I think it's been brought right back up here.
Referee Jerry Calhoun still trying to keep this a wrestling match. The 2 champions tie up. Von Erich wheeled around into the corner. Lawler draws it back. Bam! Right in the face. Nailed Von Erich. Von Erich takes another shot from the King. Snapped over the shoulder. Lawler up on the second rope. And the crowd says, bomb him! And he does!
What a fist! Von Erich is cut open, Lance. You can see on his forehead the blood rolling down now the top of his nose.
Kerry Von Erich is bleeding. Lawler ripped him open, and you can see the blood running out of his nose. Lawler, bam! Nailed him again. Von Erich goes down on a rarely seen restart of a match. Lawler and Von Erich renewing it. Von Erich almost stole it on Lawler. Lawler got mad, and they are throwing fists. Lawler right now really pounding the bleeding Von Erich.
This is incredible. Lawler going to go for another closest. Pulls the strap down. That makes him all the much better. Comes down. Wait, no. Claw! 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 He caught Lawler in the air with the claw, the Von Erich claw. Oh, I don't believe the turn of events here.
Count of one. And Lawler breaks it. Kerry Von Erich with a family heirloom of that famous claw that his father, Fritz Von Erich, was the best in the world at using. Lawler, with a strap down, literally has his back to the canvas. Holding on to the claw, Jerry Lawler back on his knees. We're 19 and a half minutes into what has been a sensational bout with one interruption, but thank goodness the referee had the good judgment to restart it.
Boy, this is incredible. Lawler starting to pump it up. Come on, crowd, get behind him. Lawler bumping up the claws, but on him now for about a minute. Oh! Boy, that's all it took to release the claw. One giant fist to the midsection. And Von Erich gasping for breath right now. Oh!
Over the top rope. Lawler knocks Kerry Von Erich. Goes down on the floor after him. It's turned into a street brawl now, Danny.
Sure has right now. Calhoun, you remember them? Oh, boy. Whoa! Knocked Lawler right off his feet. Von Erich in the ring.
Von Erich climbing back up. The referee has started the 10 count. Von Erich tried to get in. Lawler stopped him, and now Lawler pounds Von Erich. Here goes Lawler back up to the ring. Von Erich holding Lawler out of the ring.
Calhoun might be.
I think he got the 10 count. A double count out at 20 minutes and 45 seconds. The bout will be ended on a double count out. Neither one could beat the 10 count back in the ring.
I'll tell you, I thought Von Erich actually got in before the 10 count. But Calhoun was right there. The crowd not very happy with that decision by Calhoun. The double count out. So both Von Erich and Lawler will keep their belts.
And each participant retains their title. Von Erich and Lawler retain their belts. A double count out as both participants were outside the ring at the count of the 10 and for a warning from referee Kerry Calhoun.
I'll tell you, Von Erich wants a word with Calhoun right here.
Kerry Von Erich calling the referee. Wait a minute.
You might have him start the match up again, Lance.
They did it once, Danny. I don't know. The referee warned him. I saw Calhoun warn him when of course, they were fighting and they weren't listening to anything. And Lawler.
Right now, Lawler asking for the house mic.
can't kick my ass on your birthday, son.
Wants a referee to get out of the ring. Just let this son of a gun go. Who knows what would have happened if Fuller, Golden, and Cinchi had not have interfered. There's no way of telling. We'll never know.
Oh, that's most definite. I'll tell you, a rematch is definitely in order here. They should sign this thing in the locker room because both these guys they'd have a rematch tomorrow morning if they had a chance.
Boy, I guarantee you. Well, a great match. Too bad we weren't entirely satisfied with one winner. For FNN Score, for Broadway Danny Wolf, this is Lance Russell saying bye-bye, everybody.